Afenyo Markin make that statement. What am I going to be apologizing for?
Some of the things you said.
I should apologize to Ghanaians that I stopped the National Cathedral project, which will have sunk more than $400 million. At the time I managed to stop it, $58 million has been sunk already.
Sagana for Bekayan and Biba Mountain, so na NPP for Ghana for Bimo. Nina fa Okudzeto Ablakwa comment bi o make for Ghana man penin that na now the danko Akufo Addo. And now we are enodi dibre nyina ye kona wie your hand over the Ghana man penin o tidwem. His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. Na enyo nonko Sam George nso eyebi. Sansemi akosi sen. Sagana for yebek Shannon so enano Okudzeto Ablakwa ye NF Tom Rashi bedwani. Okwatena Captain Smart show so. Then time na ye mo ni din so ma ye Rashi bedwani. Eho kra mpo no na ne dibre enko anenimu sei. Okwatena Captain Smart show so kwa kanse mebre de fa Ghana mampanin ya ene wanye mampanin bio. Disent wanye mampanin da na nado dan kwa Akufo Addo ho sei. Aso ye contractor. If we say ono odi marketing asema NPP fo bi mo ya obubo odin bi na utia wankasa bo hu din obubo ye obeti din obubo ye bobo din chese na nado dan kwa Akufo Addo befa Ghana ba mu atena so no omanipaku bi ho henhan won omanipaku bi ho to won omanije ba nipa bi mu afono me no makomam wo bra na temamufo ye bre ene ade
Sales are akoso. Prime lands. State lands. Prime lands. Me what documents no.
Honorable Bobby Mam, maybe interested pa.
Where your cantonments. La wireless area ho.
Okay.
President Akufo Addo, what said 2 weeks ago, Lands Minister Behode press conference, say, ignore me now, the lands are safe, intact, secure. They are not selling public lands.
Okay.
I mean, the deception, the blatant lies. Meaning, documents, no, are frightening. President Akufo Addo, she said, we're done the whole land contractor. Under Article 257, who necessarily will protect these lands for us. All public lands are vested in you as president to protect them for us. But President Akufo Addo selling them to his party members and appointees, his cronies. Indicate Jemfua, 31st August 2022. Women's organizer, yes. She cannot challenge this. Yeah. Let's no so Yatama Mano.
National Women
Organizer, MPP. 31st August 2022. And President Akufo Addo Tomano.
Autonomy.
Ope price no. Good question. Mini obe collapse. Enti documents ni nyina me wawa ha. Share the price or more.
Because the location no here.
Location, not the price. Not the price.
And woman price na ka location one.
Yeah. Will you believe say for a plot? Omutia between just 181 and 250. Obia and more than 250,000 cities.
Oh, how?
Cities, cantonments. Meanwhile, conservative value for a plot. Conservative.
Oh, cantonments.
Yeah, the amount for $500,000. That's 7.7 million. Now, so President Akufo Addo or the man ni party for less than 200,000 cities. Cantonments, la wireless. AU village or baby President Akufo see the Ghana 50. That prime location. Free zones board area.
Kate
Jemfua. Our listeners. Ibrahim Mohammed Awad, Minister for Tourism, Arts and Culture. 30th November 2020. And Tony.
What's some date in the time account?
Oh yes, 30th November.
Na asemi ebeto ho no. Se na America na NPP fo ne Ghana fo bi mu se ompa ho chewo. Na Sam George nso na na obra ye bo ne din se omeyo so afo. The Central Okuduru Vetting Committee nanim ena ye sha se bisa ne nsem. Ehwo ano no nso be de betu dwa se so no gina ho na onyina ho manipa ba akode obesi ni pay say emayemfa hwiso bi yenhwiso bi ngu Ghana fo ani emeka se na nado dan kwa Akufo Addo oye adwuma na wanye hwe emayemfa enwura bi emekata na nim se ono otene oye papa na ntesa.
Mr. Chairman, If I'm not mistaken, the president subsequently went to even campaign for the gentleman who made those comments to be as a parliamentary candidate of the NPP. He associated with him. He did not distance himself from it. And Mr. Chairman, let me plead with you. This committee should not be used to whitewash the image of President Akufo-Addo. We know him. The people of this country passed a verdict. And let's leave it at that. Thank you.
Honorable nominee. Order. 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 Order.
Sasa video no kuranda nchanya. Sam George Krona Jina Brashibe Jom Kase. Galamsia air koso. Na now danko Akufo-Addo. Ono otabi mochi ama omo didi Ghana yansa asoso enti se ono tai obi achi na de ekoso wontumi nyi nanim meto nanim tuo se men na so mesi men o mampani obenten na de ekoso yi men so so na menfo aso ye okota ni bana gini di adanse se de mpani se penin tena fi ma mofra hwe na nka na ebu na nkanfo oka hu bedia ena na danko Akufo-Addo otachire peme. And so be patch or so patch or said the NPP for Ghana for be more share nim e de free St. George so no. Enti we yachi e na nore ya kwatena Joy News. On kasa foni nso so be patch or anasa won patch e na host no bisa no. Say adan e na ompa Akufo-Addo chow wo de o kan ye no ho. E ho no osanso state ni say adan na also ompa Akufo-Addo chow. If you say onim boni bi a waye no ohu mfunzo bi a waye e de enti Akufo-Addo if you say ono gina ho say Ghana ni okomra hye bedwama wo nyina ho say mara hye bedwani nti e na wo ho nemu o ho say Ghana nti Ghana mpagya na Ghana nkoso ne Ghana mpuntu nti na ho enti se nipa ko bi anase nipa ba ko bi e be for no Sam George say onye na say Ghana fo nyina abegya na tuma there is no need for him to apologize to Nana Danko Akufo-Addo because the honor uhu ye no e clear no kwasem no kan ye inti a chopa bi ani ho.
Well, they wanted me to apologize to President Akufo-Addo, the Chief Justice, and Dr. Bawumia. And I asked myself, apologize for what? For words that I deeply believed in at the time I wrote and still believe in. I thought that would have been politics of convenience.
For calling him the president who has stolen the purse. There was no purse in the first place. That's what you were saying.
But that's what Ghanaians believe. That's why, look, the last election, the 2024 election, was not just a vote on Bawumia. It was a referendum on the governance of President Akufo-Addo. And that's the worst defeat anybody has suffered in our Fourth Republic. So clearly, Ghanaians hold the view. Look, you just need to speak to people like former Chief Justice Akufo, whose pensions and investments have literally been stolen, dissipated by the Akufo-Addo regime. So if we say that Ghanaians feel they've stolen the purse, those who were hurt by the GDEP, who got the haircut, those who have died as a result of the pain and the lack of ability to then buy their medication, they hold that view as well. And so I felt that it would be placating the ego of one man at the expense of the pain of hundreds of thousands of Ghanaians who, and millions. Don't forget, the Ghana Statistical Service pointed out that almost 8% of our country had been pushed below the poverty line by result of the GDP.
Some 8,000 plus or so.
Yes.
Right.
You know, so those are Ghanaians I stand with. Don't forget, I said I'm not a politician. I'm a citizen with a seat at the table of politicians. My fidelity is to the Ghanaian people and not to the ego of one person. And so, yes, his ego may be bruised by what I said, but is it true? If it is the truth, I really don't care who's...
So me, aye kwesi anantem dwene. Asanso e besepane ko na han. Ye de yentumi njeje, yentumi nkambi, yentumi ye ho hwe. Ejama omo a ene Ghana mpanimfo na de ekozo mrahye bedwam ne de eka ka ho ne de we live to see, so we live to see enti sina wie ye na ebehu chale enti abrabo no nso tane a na asan BBC baabi mmerako anim no yebehwe nia ebesi.
Before your vetting, you had some sort of agreement with him. He says he's your good friend, that you sat and you had an agreement that certain things that you said and some positions that you held in the past about the conduct and some dealings of the previous administration were overboard. And so you were going to apologize before the committee. But you didn't do that. Maybe that's what led to all what happened at your vetting. Was any agreement of a sort reached between you and him?
Blatant falsehood. I was totally shocked when I heard Afenyo Markin make that statement. What am I going to be apologizing for?
Some of the things you said.
I should apologize to Ghanaians that I stopped the National Cathedral project, which will have sunk more than $400 million. At the time I managed to stop it, $58 million has been sunk already. Do you know what $58 million is? What it can do for us? Do you know how many projects that have been constructed in our country all over? Even the mall, that you see all those structures, those facilities there, nowhere near $58 million. Hospitals have been built for half of that amount, fully equipped. All we see is a pit. I should apologize for leading a campaign against state capture that don't sell cantonments land for 42,000 cedis, for 160,000 cedis, when others are buying it for $500,000, $600,000. When we went to the agric mechanization lands, the Vegetable Producer and Exporters Association, they told us that they were told by Jato and his gang that if they don't want their properties demolished, then they should pay $500,000. Your colleagues were there, the media captured it. Yeah. Only for them to see that ministers, MPs, had shared it amongst themselves, some paying as low as 42,000 cedis. We have the lease, we have the agreement, we have the document. I should apologize that our children were being fed with expired Moshosho rice, and which had been criminally rebagged. I should apologize that I made that expose and protected the children of our country. I should apologize that President Akufo has a presidential jet ordered by President Akufo, more than $37 million in pristine condition, great shape, nothing wrong with it. He wasn't using it, parked it, shunted it aside, and was chartering 20,000 euros an hour.
Old Burger TV suni. Mesro, na washe ama udme binsu ensa kabisa de beya yi nyina bekoso esunya de aka ye ho de koso Ghana montene Ghana mro no so. Eno achi comment no me mane nkam like my na subscribe so my insa de beya ye de bibia atum eno nso no obetumi anya bi ahwe na wate nsamase yi ewo Old Burger TV so makrao pia